We will win today. Nigeria will win today. Oh, when I ball, we will play. We will play. When I ball, we will play. We will play. When I ball, we will play. I am Liberia. Oh, I am Lutai. I am Liberia. Oh, I am Lutai. Number one, get the ball. You pass it to number two. Number two, get the ball. You pass it to number three. Number three, get the ball. You pass it to number five. Number five, get the ball. You pass it to number eight. Number eight, get the ball. You pass it to number nine. Number nine, get the ball. It's a goal. Ay, ay, ay. Everybody clap for Lusai. Clap for Lusai. Everybody clap for Lusai. Clap for Lusai. Only player, 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 only player. Stop it. Stop it. Stop never fear. Never fear. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop never fear. Never fear. No. Everybody clap for Lusai. Clap for Lusai. 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 We will win today. Nigeria will win today. Oh, when I ball, we will play. We will play. When I ball, we will play. We will play. When I ball, we will play. Liberia, oh, I am to die. I am Liberia, oh, I am to die. Number one, get the ball. You pass it to number two. Number two, get the ball. You pass it to number three. Number three, get the ball. You pass it to number five. Number five, get the ball. You pass it to number eight. Number eight, get the ball. You pass it to number nine. Number nine, get the ball. It's a goal. Ay, ay, ay. Everybody clap.
It's 7 minutes after 11 o'clock this morning on the weekend sports. It's a good time to be on the radio. It's a wonderful time to be back on the weekend sports. We've been away for a couple of days. And of course, today we return to the podium very interestingly. The weekend sports remains your number one biggest sporting platform. And today, Nathaniel TORKPAH, who was crowned last night as Liberia best sport commentator, going to be our guest this morning.
Everybody clap for the sky. Clap for the sky. Everybody clap for the sky. Clap for the sky. Everybody clap for the sky. Clap for the sky. Everybody clap for the sky. Clap for the sky.
We will bring you highlights of our guest commentary. We're going to bring you a bit of highlight, but before then, let me welcome my colleague. They've been away for a couple of days now. Let's say a couple of weeks. Leo, good morning and welcome to the weekend sports.
Yes, you are good morning and good morning to our regular listeners out there. They are very in shock. Why I say it's not on the airway that one of our father, as a few days ago, but why is it every Saturday, we're not getting that information. I say sometimes it can be due to some schedule, but how is it? Hopefully by this weekend I'll try my best to be on the platform. But once again I want to say welcome and thank you so much for being in control, and we are here this morning usually to discuss sport events, more especially the latest one that has to do with the transfer ahead of the FIFA Club World Cup that consists of 32 clubs that will just start by next month.
Yeah, we're going to look at that. We're going to look at so many issues. As you may be aware, the Italian Serie A concluded last evening with Napoli for the second time in the last 3 seasons booking 2 championships. It was just a point difference. That reminds me of Georgian Klopp when he was at Liverpool. Pep Guardiola won the league several occasions ahead of him with 1 point. Yeah, so that alone show how difficult things have been. But last night was the Sport Writers Association official awarding ceremony, the first of its kind for the Sport Writers Association of Liberia to have awarding ceremony, and there were so many awards presented to a couple of people, couple of sport journalists who have been doing extremely well over the years. Our colleague Nathaniel TORKPAH, who hail from Nimba, were also crowned last night as the best sport commentator in the Republic of Liberia. He is the magical voice behind KMTV Liberia. We are proud of him. He's going to be our guest. will not say much about Nathaniel will come on the platform before we can talk that. And also veteran journalist Tikla Wesley winning 2 awards, the best photographer of the year award and the best sport journalist of the year award were all presented to Tikla Wesley Jr., who have been one of Liberia's outstanding sport journalists and were also the media director for the U20 AFCON in Egypt a couple of days back. And we want to say congratulations to them all. But before going through today is some club final matches in La Liga, and tomorrow La Liga will finally be coming. I guess tomorrow, right? Tomorrow La Liga will hopefully be coming to an end, and
as well as the Premier League.
Yeah, the Premier League. Liverpool are the champions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Initially, they have been crowned as champions, and then position for the last 3 slots for the Champions League next edition that has to do with Chelsea, Newcastle, United, Manchester City, and Nottingham Forest. And there are about 5 teams who are fighting for the last 3 spots.
Yeah.
And so it won't be an easy one. And Chelsea take only or Nottingham Forest. It won't be
Nottingham Forest is an uneasy opponent.
Yes.
And
and looking at them, a win for Newcastle, or Nottingham Forest could also give them the hope for winning a slot following the result of the last result from Man City and that of Newcastle, as well as Arsenal is also in danger as well.
Manchester United won't be playing in the Champions League next season due to
not just Champions League but every European competition. Yes.
Due to Tottenham managed to seize it to the Europa final after in any European trophy. Tottenham Hotspur came out to seal their hand onto the Europa League. That was a very good moment for some of the players, especially some who have been out of trophy for a couple of years now, Leo.
Yes, we want to say congratulations to Tottenham Hotspur and the fans in SACLEPEA. I heard about Mr. Prince, okay?
Yeah, yeah. They are very patient, the Arsenal fans.
You know, I'm no exception. We have been very patient in the process. After series of years, like you said, 17 years, we have been trophyless and we have been heavily mocked up. And more especially, the just in the final, we were hardly overlooked. That Manchester United usually takes.
Leo, I hear you say we. Are you a Tottenham Hotspur fan?
By the way, Tottenham England. I'm recognized by some Chelsea fans. At time when the argument pick up, how many trophies your team Tottenham have carried? Where them argument stop. At least with the one heavy blow that was sent just in recently. It's a huge one for my team, more especially the coach who have been down throughout in the Premier League season. The both Manchester United and Tottenham could have been actually down, just with 16 and 17 place and down the bottom of the Premier League. And then, unfortunately for them, the shortcut that they were discussing one side, but the other side. A win for Tottenham who also gave them the shortcut to the Champions League. So, they lost. It actually gave Man United no chance or no opportunity of participating in any European competition except if they can come. The next 2 seasons from now, if they are really strong to overnight themselves, I think they will be part of the European competition, but not the upcoming season.
And currently, they are at the 16th place in the Premier League on the Premier League.
I think they will just travel from England to England, traveling Berlin, just winning bosses.
Yeah.
To Irish Town to play a champion or everybody or maybe Caribbean Cup or FA Cup and all of you, but there's no way that Old Trafford will make any trip after England this season.
That's it. Couple of people are joining us. One Canon Lawrence, 2 players following us. The message following us from SACLEPEA LP community. And I tell you, Bishop Obadiah Flomo, who is one of my comrades, our guest Nathaniel TORKPAH is on the stream, and we'll have to welcome him. And of course, Maki Wanto Sino is also following us live from India. And I want to say thanks to you, Maki, and thanks to all of you who are following us on the Facebook page this morning. This is the weekend sports, and we have one of Nimba County, one of Liberia's funniest sport journalists now on the line, Nathaniel TORKPAH, who was crowned last night as the best sport commentator in Liberia, is now with us. Nathaniel, good morning and welcome to the weekend sports.
My man, in any way, I mean, set me and tell me my background group. They can in line.
Okay. Then you enjoy yourself. We'll get back to you. All right. So let's move Nash on the stage, and then we'll set up. Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, it was a very dramatic one last night in Italy, and both teams who were contending for the title, Inter Milan and Napoli.
Yeah.
Both contending for the title. And Napoli have initially with 1 point advantage, and then it was necessary both sides won each with 2-0. But then
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they made up boss and work with DS after losing just on 1 point at the last day of the season. And at the end of the day, Scott McTominay from Manchester United emerged as the CEA player of the season.
Yeah, that's
after scoring 13 goals for his side this season and as a midfielder.
He's been exceptional throughout the season in the Italian Serie A or despite. This is the reason why many sport analysts will say that Manchester United actually is a real problem of those players, because seeing a lot of players coming from Manchester United and making headway in Europe with the leg of Anthony Dos Santos, who is currently playing for Real Betis. He has also been having a difficult season at Manchester United, but making a way through to the La Liga side. He definitely have been showing an outstanding performance throughout the competition as well. What would you say towards that Manchester United have been the problem of those players?
Yes, it's showing. It's very clear that the players that you just named, they are making significant impact on other the respective club that they are playing for currently. The leg of Anthony, like you said, Anthony having a good season with Real Betis. He scoring a magnificent goal last night in the final La Liga match, and Scott McTominay also in the camera as the player of the season, as well as Marco Rashford. All of the players, they are actually making headway for their current team, and many of them seeking for Marco Rashford, who is on loan, and he's now seeking a making a return to Old Trafford, and McTominay is also happy in CBA. And the days goes on. So it's clear that Manchester United seems to be the problem, and for some of those players, and with the death of Alexander Garnacho is on a bench of leaving Old Trafford, but there are about 3 different destinations that is surrounding his end of his transfer. But how be this? Let's see how well we can get on Nathaniel.
All right.
Getting that.
Okay, so Nathaniel is now okay. I believe it's now set from our end. And of course, without time to waste, we'll have to welcome Nat here this morning on the weekend sports. Nathaniel, good morning and welcome to the weekend sports.
Uriah, thank you. I deliberately muted my video because I just moved on Saturday the line. Not really good. I hope I know what you for really screaming like that.
It was okay, but you can continue anyway.
Yeah. So thank you.
How are you, veteran? Last night it was an interesting one at the Summer Canada Sport Complex when you were awarded the best sport commentator of the year by the Sport Writers Association of Liberia. Now, let's know, how do you feel upon receiving this prestigious award from the Sport Writers Association of Liberia?
First of all, Uriah, let me say thank you so much. I'm really happy to be on the show with you this morning. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you who are still journalists in Nimba and across Liberia. who nominated me, who saw that yes, I deserve this, and because of that, you nominated me to achieve it. It is not just about me or for me. It is about all of us who are journalists within the hinterland of rural Liberia. It is something to show that yes, uh, everybody doesn't have to be in Monrovia before you can be who you want to be or do best in what you are doing. And it's also a testament that once we are dedicated, we are committed to something, we one day will be recognized by people. I know, without receiving the appreciation from people around you, every time people call you, all of you, oh, you're the best commentator, but I think this one is official now, and I'm very humble about it. I'm really, really humble. It's only challenging me to put in more time to learn more and to motivate a lot of people who admire me and who see me as role model. Yes, so this is what this does for me, and it's a win that I'm dedicating wholeheartedly to Nimba County. The people always say we from Nimba, it's just a purpose, I always gonna say about it, but I think we can do it the right way. We do it so that we can show that yes, we need to support each other wherever we are. And I must, in this public manner, say that I really appreciate the support that all of you give me during this time. The Facebook post, the calls, the messages, and everything. And even the opportunity you give me to work alongside you people, to learn from you people, and so that we can learn from each other. All of those have been the stepping stone for me bringing me to this far. So yes, it's not really about me. It's not just about the award, but it is about how we can forge ahead as sports journalists who are in Nimba particularly and across Nigeria. So I'm very humble, and I'm happy to be on the show this morning with you. So yeah.
Yeah. So now, what would like to know, though we did an introduction, firstly, but we would like to know, for example, who is Nathaniel Tokpa? Which institution is Nathaniel Tokpa currently with? And why is Nathaniel Tokpa deeply into?
Well, thank you. It's good that people know about you, but I also believe that everything anybody needs to know about me is already there in the public because all of us are public servants. And I feel like people know about us, but at least just for the benefit of the person and for those who follow the show this morning, my name is Nathaniel COMMENTATOR Success Token, and I'm actually a Nimba citizen. I'm a journalist. I'm privileged to be one of the partisan journalists in Nimba. And the place I really have my interest and passion in the field of journalism is sports reporting because I'm a sports fanatic, and commentary is where I really have my interest. This is where I want to see myself grow. This is where I want to see myself doing some of the big things that maybe I dream of or other people see that I can achieve. And currently, I'm working with just one institution that is corresponding for KMTV Liberia. I know some of you know that I've been working with my KFM, but I'm not there again. It could be a breaking news, but I'm not there. And I'm actually working for just one institution. That institution is KMTV that I'm corresponding for. And I also serve as a lead sport commentator during what we call the biggest sporting event in Liberia, the National County Sports Week. Yeah, so I think that is so far about me. I don't want to talk about family and other things. Maybe I keep it professional like that.
All right. Okay. Here on Radio SACLEPEA FM 101.5. We are live on Nimba D-9 TV, Radio SACLEPEA TV. the One Neighbor House Media Incorporated, and several other platforms across Liberia. And our guest is Nathaniel TORKPAH, the man who represented the best commentator award. You know, the magic in Nathaniel's voice will have to bring you a bit of that highlight of his commentary and what have you. So we'll take this very short break as we return in just a few minutes. We'll take this short break to bring you highlights of this commentary before going further with Nathaniel this morning.
Oh yes, it is another glorious day here at the Samuel Canado Sports Complex in Peaceville City. Bring you live happenings of the final semi-finals match of the 2023 and 2024 National County Sports Meet, as defending champions Nimba County take on Lofa County, beating finalists in the 2022-2023 edition of the tournament. Last year, both teams faced off here at the SKD Stadium last January. Nimba County coming from a goal down to win their 6th crown against Lofa County. It is Liberia's biggest sporting festival, and this is its biggest fixture, the most popular semi-final fixture for the 2023-24 National County Sports Meet. It has been a highly anticipated day, yes, a big occasion, and the enthusiasm from fans across the stadium is corresponding well with this fixture. Two teams, two neighbors who know each other very well. They have been regular rivals in the last few years of the National County Sports Meet. This is the 5th meeting between two counties since 2018, and no counties have met more than these two sides in the last few years of the National County Sports Meet. But we are here as the two teams continue with their pre-match routine, which is a customary practice as part of the happenings on the match day. And it's a wonderful time again to be here. It's a pleasure to be in your company, Nathaniel TORKPAH, and I'm happy to be joined by one of Liberia's very best sports journalists, Anthony Kokoi. Good afternoon, Tony. Good afternoon.
Okay, so that's it. We just have a very, very short break. That's the that's the portrait from Nathaniel TORKPAH. You know, at times when you listen to that, you will love to follow KMTV Liberia throughout the National County Sports Meet, because the commentary alone it teaches upcoming sport journalists who are actually wanting to be one of the best sport commentators like Nathaniel TORKPAH. And Nathaniel, you know, it's a pleasure, and it kept all of us to our feet last night upon hearing that last night the award ceremony. And imagine the ceremony went up to close up to 11 o'clock last night, and we were like all on our feet when we reached to the best sport commentator. They just said the winner is Nathaniel TORKPAH, and we all started to clap, by the way. But now, you know, one would like to know, how is this? What is the brain behind this beautiful commentary?
Uriah, the only thing behind this, firstly, I must keep emphasizing that I'm very humble. I'm very humble. But what is behind it is, sorry to say, but I think I still need more improvement. You know, one before I just answer your question, one thing I always do is, every time, you know, people listen to commentary and they say, "Oh, Nathaniel," people call me Nathaniel. Remember you this. But every time I listen to myself, I feel like there are many mistakes I make, and I always careful that I can't make the mistake the next time. You know, so what is behind this is dedication, passion, and the willingness to learn. Uh, I'm not always what I'm moved by is when somebody tell me you need to improve this way. Why it is true that I appreciate all of the praises that maybe people gave me for the little I've been doing, but I'm always interested in people pointing out to me what my flaws are so that I can work on them. But even as people tell me every time, oh, Nathaniel, listen to your commentary is the best. Like I can remember it was, I think, during the 2022 county meet year, and I had uh sorry, I had to call him one man coming from the States. I've never known him in my whole life, but he called me that day. He called me on Messenger, and he and myself were not even friendly. But since he heard my name on the commentary, I think he just went and started checking, and he saw my name, and he came in my inbox. He sent me friend requests. I will not really pay attention to confirm because my problem is I don't just confirm people like that too. Yeah. So he came my inbox and called me, but I was on the commentary. I didn't pick up. So I went home later on. I saw the notification of the missed call. I decided to call this person to know why they were calling me. So I called him because he had already texted me, "Oh my man, thank you. I enjoy your commentary like that. I want to talk." So I called him, and he said I was following commentary today across the different platforms, especially the online platform that we who in the diaspora can follow. And I was watching the game with my children. That I think was a fixture. I can't remember the two counties exactly, but I think it should be from one of those counties or has some relationship there. So he and his children were, according to him, watching the game via YouTube in their sitting room in the US. So he said when they check to the other area, they try to connect what the people were saying because they were mostly interested in how the game is being described, and they were not really getting what they expected. In fact, the children were not even really understanding them. Hope you getting me? The net were not breaking, right?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. So, and he said when they came to KMTV and they started following, and the children were hearing everything, they were getting everything clearly. So he was very impressed and decided to know who this person was. In fact, in the first place, though the TORKPAH is a Liberian name, which he knows, but it was like maybe that somebody different from somewhere else was talking. And I said, no, I'm from right here, Liberia. In fact, I am from Nimba County. I live in Nimba, not even in Monrovia. He said, are you serious? I said, yes. I said, but why when you hear the person in Nimba there and say, are you serious? So that when Monrovia, the other people can do the good thing and be. And so they're talking about joking, and he was very impressed. But every time when I come to the county meet, when I come to the game, and after doing a commentary the whole day, even when I used to do commentary on the radio, when I'm going for commentary, I carry a recorder with me. As I'm doing the commentary, I record it myself. If I come back home, I will play that entire recording and listen to myself. Where I made mistake, maybe somebody going to school, how should I describe that? And when I properly describe, maybe somebody's school, how do I describe the goal? Maybe there is a strike from outside of the box. How do I describe it? Maybe there is a player who is going down the wrong way on the wing and he's taking on players. How do I describe that action? So if it's not done rightly today, and I take note of that and I go and follow other people. This is one thing that has helped me. Who are not even in Liberia and are the best. For example, John Champion, Jim Begley, Peter Drury. I follow them. I follow their commentary. Their most uh, popular commentary because those commentaries are done, and there are other people too who will take them, put them together, do a short like that, and post it on YouTube. I will spend my night on YouTube, and I've been following another guy who he's like doing training for commentary training, and also those short videos he posts, how the tone and all those kind of things, how you use your voice on the commentary, and I follow all of those things keenly. Jordan notes and what a commentator needs before going to a football game and all of those different things. I learned them, and I'm really passionate about it. Apart from that, one thing that has been pushing me and helping me is I'm always listening to myself. always listening to what people telling me. Oh, you are doing well, but you gotta do this. You are doing well, but you gotta do this. And those are things that I think is behind everything that's happening. Yeah.
Okay, so folks, if you're just joining us, this is a weekend sports here, and of course, we are in conversation with Nathaniel TORKPAH here this morning. Nathaniel, let get to know you being a lead commentator of KMTV Liberia. Is this a first award you have ever received as best sport commentator of the year?
Yeah, this is my first ever award. In fact, my first award since I started being a journalist around 2017, 2018. Let me say 2016. Because 2016, though I was in Ghana, but I applied to a few radio stations and they never wanted to accept me in Ghana. So the first radio station I started working with was Radio Main Pied Man in Spain. I used to leave from Ghana to go to Spain to work. So I'll find money to go, pay my way, go, spend a whole day, pay my way, come back Ghana in the evening. When it's weekend, Friday, I go, I stay there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I come back Sunday evening to Ghana because I had to go to school. And but in 2017, the challenge was getting too much in between. I never used to have money all the time. The station too never had their own money or mobility that they could help me. I thank God for one of my friends, Gregory Niago, who used to help me. So, but I see that it was getting burdensome for him and myself as well. So that I decided to start thinking about working the radio station in Ghana. But again, I've applied to a few radio stations in Ghana. I applied to some of them 2, 3 times, and they have rejected me. So at a certain point, I was getting discouraged. But I still said I have passion for this thing. I can't just give up on it. So I wrote to Voice of Gompa because one of the persons to Voice of Gompa at the time he was the director of news. He was in our church, and I used to really respect journalists. If I see you, it can almost be like when you see your Messiah. So I rushed to speak to the person. So when I learned that he was at Voice of Gompa, he was a journalist. No, he became my best friend in the church. And I told him I wanted to work as a journalist. I've been going to Spain, but it's been challenging for me because most of the station in Ghana have been rejecting me like that. So he told me to do my application. I did my application. I was shortlisted. Everything went through that process. So 2017 started coming around VOD. Even for me to enter, it was not easy thing. And, but then all of those things started happening. So that I want to give up. I said no, I want to do this thing. So fast forward, I finally entered VOG 2018. When I even entered VOG, I did not go there as a sports reporter. Because at the time, I don't understand whether you can do a sport reporter, they get reporter different. I don't want it. Oh, I know a journalist. So I actually wrote there as reporter. And then we had somebody who had a sports show on the radio. But then when I was there, I started having more interest in the sports. I wanted to be more into the sports than being in the, how you call it, to just be reporter. So every time it comes to host the show, I will go to sit down with to co-host. I was sitting down with the co-host, and that particular lead host left the station after some time. And another person applied to be the sport journalist for the station. They accepted. I was still co-host to him, but many people would say, "My member, you better than the person." I said, "No, no, no, don't tell me that. I learning things from this person." So after some time, that guy too left, and that I decided to take the challenge to be the sport reporter for Voice of Gompa. I wrote the director of news, not news but programs. Now I wanted to have some more sports shows on the radio because we only used to have sports show Saturday from 11 to 12. After that time, nobody talk about sport on the radio until Saturday again. So I didn't know about sports. There are sporting activities happening every day. We can't wait until way Saturday before we report on it. So what we would do, I wanted to give me time on the show on the radio in the morning. At least every morning, 20 minutes, 30 minutes will be all right. And I convinced them later that they accepted for us to do it. And how we started having our sports show on the radio. But I started doing the commentary really in 2018, and with the radio, even the first time was really challenging. We're all in Ghana from community lead doing commentary live on the feed on the set. who came to district league were doing it. You know, people started appreciating a little what we're doing. For me, I'm not seeing anything serious. Anyway, yeah, doing a lot of excitement. But then people were always appreciating the work. So 2020, I had the opportunity to start corresponding for KNTV, and I want to appreciate my big brothers, Festus Fraser and Kane Ziamo. They were the one who connected me to KMTV. Because earlier KNTV has contacted Festus. He was interpreter to correspond for them, but he said he was not really sitting in Nimba. In fact, he was caretaking or taking care of his, I think, his sick father or mother, interpreter. And Kane to her other engagement. So the only person that came to his mind was me. And he recruited me not as a spokesperson, he recruited me as a correspondent. But then we went to Greenville in 2021 for the county meet. Nimba was in group there with Greenville. I mean, there was Sino, Bommy, and River G. So that year, Voice of Gomba was down. So I was not doing commentary on the radio. Instead, I was using my Facebook page to do commentary. So when my guys from KMTV, they see when other people started following me, and they start saying, but that guy is good on the commentary. And say we can carry the content. I think we got to bring to join Anthony Koko to be helping. And that's how I came to Monrovia. After the group stage, they contacted me and said, oh, we want you to start doing commentary, doing the content here alongside Tony. I said, okay, no problem. So that year I came, 2021, I started doing commentary alongside Tony, our co-commentator to him. And then being co-commentator to him, when Nimba and Monsuaro game came, that year Nimba dropping the quarterfinals. Monsuaro beat Nimba 3-2. So when Nimba game came, I had a told me, say, even Nimba, even following Nimba activities, we wanted to do Nimba game. And when I did Nimba game, no, everybody said, oh, but this guy is like this. And they started, appreciating me. And that's how they started putting more trust in me now to do the work. So, and since we've been doing it, every time they get awards, nobody talk about commentator in all the sport awards that have been given in Liberia. And even generally, we're also doing well. General sport reporting, we're doing well. One of the years I felt that I was the best sports journalist in Liberia was 2021. Because I was the only sports journalist who traveled all around Liberia where they have football games with nobody paying my way. I pay my own way. I went to Yigepa and covered games there. I went to Sanikole. I went to Buchanan. I came here in Monrovia and covered games. This story of all the league games, every match day, from match day 1 till the final match day in the league, wrote on referees like nobody has ever done. And, so I felt I was the best sports journalist that year, but the award did not come. And though it played on me to some extent, but I never had issue with it. I felt I was not the time. So for me, this is my first ever award in since I started in the field of journalism. This is my first ever award, and this is the first award I've gotten as sport commentator. Yeah.
Okay, so what a very interesting story. And I believe we have to make it interactive now. To those of you that are following on the Facebook page, we are pinning the website number on the screen already. You can just call via WhatsApp to make your point here this morning on the weekend post. To those of you that are following by way of Radio Land, you can call 0777 997 0777 997. If you are following us on the Facebook page, you can call on the WhatsApp number 0888703008 888703008 to be a part of the weekend sports here this morning. We have 15 minutes push up to the hour of 12 o'clock, and at 12 o'clock we'll be taking our leave. 0888 703008 is the WhatsApp number to put you through in here on the weekend sport. Leo, maybe you have something. Yeah. You have a question for now? Yeah, nice there.
Now, good morning.
Morning, Leo, my big player. What's up?
I'm so grateful to God this morning. About 1 week ago, you must say what teammate at the Senegal sport page.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And to be friendly, I'm really happy seeing you the morning on the
Okay,
show. Yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you so much.
okay. We are just trying to learn after you guys. And I want to say congratulations to you this morning. I was just on the Facebook last night when I saw the post from my colleagues that the veteran Nathaniel Success TORKPAH was awarded as the best commentator of the year, and I was so excited upon hearing this news. And
Thank you so
taking the mark on the your back, up to the national level is a proud, and we want to say, we are actually proud of you, and we hope that this should not be in the limit. We hope
much.
that the next award edition that the you can get high award, maybe more than this, to see how best we
Definitely.
can keep flying with our country flag in my country as well.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
so
Leo.
now we'll take you a bit to European football, especially in the English Premier League. You see your side Chelsea FC sit currently at fifth place on the Premier League table with a game to go now. Do you see Chelsea making it through to the Champions League spot?
Yeah, possible because Chelsea has always been a Champions League team. Despite the fact that we are Chelsea have been struggling over the last few seasons because of changes in management and some unnecessary changes in the appointment of coaches. But we all know that Chelsea is one of the biggest club in the world, and so yeah, Nottingham Forest has a rich history in European football, in English football, but they are also aware that this is a very tough game for them. And for me, I believe that with what we have seen from Chelsea against Liverpool and against Manchester United, winning Nottingham Forest is not going to be an easy task, but it's something that is possible and can be achieved by Chelsea. We only need a win against Nottingham Forest to be sure of Champions League football next season, regardless of what will be the result or outcome from the games, because some of those teams we are in contention with Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Manchester City. So if Chelsea can get a win against Newcastle or compulsory win, we're definitely going to be sure of Champions League football next season. And I'm very sure, yes, Nottingham Forest have been one of the best teams in the Premier League this season. In fact, they've been the success story of the Premier League. But Chelsea can actually get something better from them and get Champions League football next season. That's what I believe.
Let also look at the upcoming final Chelsea have on here against Real Betis, who are also been outstanding throughout this season in the second phase of the season in Spanish La Liga. You have to take on Chelsea has to take on Real Betis into the Conference League final that Chelsea have been quite very, very outstanding into that competition. Do you see Chelsea triumphing easily or Real Betis into the final?
It's not going to be easy, but I see Chelsea. I'm speaking not just with sentiment because I'm as somebody who cheer for Chelsea, but I'm speaking because I see as a reality. Yes, we want to appreciate everything that Real Betis has been doing. In the in both the La Liga and of course the Conference League, which has even taken them to the final. I understood that they should be their first ever European final or final in major European competition. And we are also aware that how Chelsea have been struggling quite recently since the Champions League trophy in 2021. Chelsea had never won any cup until now. So Chelsea is quite aware that this victory against Real Betis on Wednesday is going to change the season for them. Yeah, it's going to at least give them some bit of motivation that we are doing something. Other than that, but Real Betis is a good team, and we are all looking forward to seeing a good final. But Chelsea has a very good history against Spanish teams, and has a good history in playing the final of a competition. So yes, on Wednesday is going to be a tough game, but I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful that Chelsea can come out with the victory at the end of the day and lift the title.
Okay, so we are running out of time. We just 9 minutes to go. We ain't having time. Better we could just wrap up real quick and then we take leave of you because we're running out of time.
Yeah, thank you, Uriah. I want to say thank you so much. I take this time again to appreciate you, to appreciate the D9 TV family, Radio SACLEPEA family, my big brother Christopher Fan. I want to appreciate him so much. There have been people pushing us, and the CEO of the One Media, Nimba Media House, which is Mr. Edmond Bawi, was also one of my real source of motivation. He one person who always challenges me to push. He's one person who always is on my back to push higher. I want to appreciate all of you, our family there in Nimba. I want to thank the people of Nimba. I'm really humble. And again, I want to say that this achievement is for you. It is not for Nathaniel. Yes, he's the recipient, but it is for you. I want to say thank you so much. Trust me, we are not being complacent. We are open up to your correction. We're open up to you giving us opportunity that we can explore so that we can grow better, bigger, and achieve more for our county and for even our personal career. So thank you so much, Uriah. I'm really happy and humble for the invite this morning.
Thank you, Na, and we look forward to having a wonderful, wonderful celebration with the award in Nimba.
I'm telling you, you're ready for yourself to get out. No money there, warrior.
Yeah, you might do the dedication of Grandpa Sports Stadium. You might will have wonderful celebration.
Okay, oh.
All right, now thank you so much for accepting.
Cabón de él, tapi player, hablamos de acá, no pecado.
All right, okay. All right. Oh my God, Nathaniel Tukpa. I call him the British commentator, the only British commentator in Liberia. You know, the voice beyond the microphone. Do you know when you listen to Nathaniel commentary at times, you get inspired a lot because like I said, during the National County Sports Meet, if you listen to the commentary on KNTV Liberia, you will be like, wow, is it someone who is from Liberia are doing the commentary or what? Because the composure, the grammar, and of course, how to put the portrait together is just something extra from Nathaniel. I believe Nathaniel is a blessing to Liberia football and want to say congratulations and kudos to me and the entire team for being very outstanding. You know, Nimba County, it's going to be surprising that Nimba is now on the world map. See a son of Nimba going into competition, winning the best sport commentator, not just in Nimba, but when the Republic of Liberia is something very, very great and wonderful.
Yeah,
Say thanks to him.
but right, this is the first of econ for the sport writer to award sport commentator. Anything that has to do with it's not the name Nimba is not strange. When it comes to activity that has to do with football because so we want to say congratulations to our brother Nathaniel. Like he said, I started following KNTV at time during the National County Sport Meet. I started following KNTV. One of the major reasons to follow KNTV that the commentary, the grammar was very clear.
Yeah, the composure.
I mean, it motivate follow the station. But one thing again, I started taking me away from them. Little by little was the one that has to do with the replay. KNTV are not really picking replay when Intel TV came in. They started bringing in replay because the morning football we used to the European football.
But now KNTV
offer replay now. So
and during the National County Sport Meet, they have the highest viewer.
Yes,
they have the
last edition I decided to follow KNTV, and now you have to be frank to you. Nimba TV friendly encounter with the Jungle Adult Group of Investment in Senegal. I was part of the friendly match. It was my very first time to even come across Nathaniel Success TORKPAH, in person.
Wow.
And then he recognized me. And then the CEO, Christopher Fan, by calling his name, Nathaniel TORKPAH. I said, wow. It just Nathaniel TORKPAH is all with KMTV, you know. I always follow this gentleman on KM, but I have not really come across him, you know, for him myself to interact. But I don't know about what means that he knows me and recognizes me.
But you are a football player, he's a football journalist.
I actually forgot that he's a sport journalist. I already been, he's been following me somewhere. And so I have to get in close contact and say, no, you do. I know I've been hearing about you, but this is my first time for you. I say, my man, this is not what you must say. I'm playing defensive role. Play ahead of me. And let's see how we can compose this and video guys. Then later on, you must say we can meet to the video station. So that's how I decided to actually recognize. Yeah, but I'm so proud of him this morning. And in the Makande, like you said, the Makande wins. And it's not about now, but it's about Makande. So I want to say thank to the entire Libyans, who have been with him, seeing how best in your father. And we want to say thank you very sad for the time and dedication as well. He's the one that really gave me more followers. He's one person that gave me more followers to KMTV.
Definitely, because the commentary to be real.
Commentary. Grammar is always reminds me about John Champion.
Peter Drury, yeah. It reminds me about Peter Drury commentary. You want to know before the walk up, the walk up funnel, very good. Yes, it reminds me of that a lot. But I want to say congratulations to Nathaniel TORKPAH. Let's bring a bit of Nat commentary and we wrap up.
Oh, I love listening to this.
Have two changes to the team that started against the county back on Saturday in their quarterfinals match. The match extended to morning after the extra time was then. The 16 United flag goes up against Wilson. I think he was Nimba have won three and lost 2 of the last 5 encounters against local county. Getting the victory in the final last year. County, Morris did in a very good position. He didn't just get his foot right onto that ball. Managed to take it off target. He has to be more focused, not out of the ball. balls you want to keep in the offensive way, not all of the balls you want to possess or pass in a very offensive way. I mean, this type of play a normal game. Your teammates are waiting, your teammates are counting on you as one of those strong midfielders in the team, but you just can't keep defense out of your touches. Again, another chance here. Emmanuel C. This time gets across. And the fans response! Stop there! What a goal! Defending champions in the counter, high in the lead. With an incredible goal from the captain. A wonderful cross from Emmanuel C. And a lovely volley from Captain Josiah C. Firing Nimba counter to the lead. With just 12 minutes on the clock, and the defending champions are ahead. We've got a long way to go into this match, but it's always good.
I tell you, that's it. It is not Peter Dule commentary, but it's Nathaniel Sunset Toba commentary. Yeah, this morning on the weekend sports. My boss, Prophet Elijah one year is following us from Bound City. I want to say thank you so much, Chief. And of course, Nathaniel Sunset Toba is the best sport journalist, sport commentator. Yeah, you know, I don't want to be the commentator.
It's an advantage. And a disadvantage for the Buccaneers defense. Long pass comes. This is now Abed Kwaba reversing. He gets it big. Nimba counter gets the equalizer. Now it's in the ball coming from Abed Kwaba. He's still held down on the score sheet here. Response from Norfolk County, a lovely run and an incredible basis an EDP brilliance from Abed Kwaba, who just took the ball from around the average and gives comfortably the Nimba County defense and made no mistake from close range, just putting it through with another thing for that same Nimba County. It is now Nimba County 1 and 1 for Norfolk County. That Josiah C. goal, they equalize.
Yeah, we have to just wrap up. We have to wrap up. That's it. Thanks to all of you who are following us. Dion, we are out of time.
Definitely, we are out of time, and we don't want to take much of the time for the weekends. Sorry, from the Lone Star crew, but we want to say thank you so kindly for following us this morning, and we hope that you join up. And next week in the same time, same station out there, Meridian Way, we 6 a.m. this morning.
So that's it. My colleague Leo and I will be here. We will have to take our leave. You know, we also going to make some negotiation with the management as to see whether we can bring the sports show maybe every Wednesday and every Saturday. We hope to do that. But that's it. Thanks to all of you for your listening. We'll play. Thanks to the web folks who are always afforded us the opportunity to be here. It's been a lovely time. I've been Ryan Guha and have yourself a wonderful time. Thanks to all of you who followed today's edition of the Weekend Sports. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have yourself a pleasant good afternoon.
Yes.
I really